Hey, sis.
Hey
Let's
sis,
see.
happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Same to you. I know, right?
Oh my
Let
gosh,
me ask
it's been
you something.
crazy. I don't know if it's been a long day or if I was tired when it started, but the hell ever the
Um,
combination, I'm tired now.
you say you tired now?
Yeah, whatever combination it was. I'm not sleepy tired. I'm just tired. Like I don't even want to say my ABC's tired. No, I cannot count to 10. Like I am so over it. So tired mentally.
Look, I know
Hello?
that feeling. I know that feeling. Is my audio going out, sis?
Yes, I didn't hear you. That's why I was quiet. I didn't want to cut you off, but I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I was saying I know that feeling. Let me see.
It ain't doing it now.
I don't
Thank
know.
God.
Okay, look, you gonna have to is it doing it now? It's not.
Nope. I hear you perfectly fine now.
Okay, I don't know what's up with that. I probably need to reboot my laptop. But the crazy thing is, I don't use it. I don't even use it that often.
That might be what's wrong with it. You know, when you get old, you need to get warmed up a little bit, warm up for a second.
Yeah, probably so. Cause look, I'm not on it enough for it to be doing all that. Okay, we're gonna cut the music. Hey everybody.
Hey, everybody. If y'all hear anything funny, let us know so we can we trying to work out some kinks because we ain't quite sure what's going on. We're gonna figure it out though.
Let me see.
We are definitely gonna figure it out. So how you been doing? How was your weekend? How was last week?
My weekend was good. What did I do? What did I do over the weekend? I don't think I did anything this weekend. Oh, went to my aunt's service. Um,
Right.
that's what I did. But other than that, I didn't have anything planned or whatever. But that's what I did Saturday. Friday, I went and hung out with my mom a little bit. And that was about it.
Okay. That sounds like
What did
fun.
you do?
We had two different parties on Saturday. We went to a event for a agency that works with foster care called Isaiah House 117 or 11. I don't know what it is. It's 117. And I think
Mm-hmm.
it's 117. But we did that Friday night, and then yesterday it was just kind of like catching up from everything that we didn't do Friday and Saturday because we were busy, because it was two different birthday parties, like different events. Like one was outside, all boys, ice cream, cake, like outside playing. Then the next one was a pajama glow party. So it was a lot.
Oh.
Hey
Hey,
sis,
Peaches.
how you doing?
She said,
Yes.
Happy
So
Monday evening. Hey, Chad.
so that was it. It was just busy. So but that was
Mm-hmm.
all.
So how do you get in touch with like the agencies and stuff, sis?
Hello,
Let
sis.
me
You cut out.
see.
How'd I get in touch with who?
I was asking how with the agency.
You keep cutting out.
Okay, y'all.
Oh,
Yeah, we might. Let me see. Let me go right here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my audio, y'all.
now it ain't
Okay, I'm gonna
doing it.
go out and come back in, sis.
Okay.
But I don't want it to
Oh, it's
start back.
breaking.
So I'm gonna go out and then.
I'm tired, but I am good. Hello, sis. I know that's right. I ain't even sleepy tired. That's what we were just talking about. I don't know if you was in here yet or not. I ain't sleepy tired. I am physically tired. Oh my gravy. And I got my massage today too. So baby, I could lay down. Hello?
Okay, how it sound? It just
Better.
gave me some type of. It gave me some message. So maybe this will work. We'll see.
Okay. You know I
Let's see.
can't
Oh, you
even
was
hear.
reading that. Okay. Peaches says she's
Hello?
tired, but she's good.
Oh, okay. Oh
Can you
yes.
hear me now?
Yes, I hear you now. I didn't, and I was like, where'd she go?
Oh yeah, I wasn't saying anything then. I was reading Peaches comments to myself.
Oh, okay. Yes, not sleepy tired, but physically tired. Yeah, Lord. And you know I've been going back to the gym. Child Jesus. And
Let's see. Peaches said I sound clear.
yeah, it's clear now.
Okay, y'all. So y'all know we normally get started about 5 to 10 minutes after. So welcome everyone that is here. Thank y'all for joining us on this Monday night. What's the weather like where you at, sis? It's raining here. So it's a rainy
It's
night in
hot.
Georgia.
It's hot. It's supposed to be in the
I'm
80s
so
here by
jealous.
Thursday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's hot. It's
Wow.
it's
That's
back in
why I
the
said I'm
70s.
jealous. Goodness. After snow.
We ain't getting no snow here. It
Oh, you
only
didn't
snowed
get
up in
any.
the panhandle.
This other Oh yeah, this other content creator that I follow, well, this my girl, so not just that I follow, I support her, but she got a little bit of snow.
Yeah, it snowed up in the panhandle of Florida. So, and up north, like close to Georgia, the Georgia border, like Callahan and places like that. So it didn't snow into Florida,
Oh,
but it snowed in the panhandle and then those counties closest to Georgia that are up there closest to the border, they got snow
gotcha.
a little bit.
Okay.
But we ain't child no. There ain't even been no good ice here since the 80s. I was the little girl when it
Mm-hmm.
happened.
Oh wow. Wow. Well, look, at least y'all got some warm weather there
So,
because it's cold here,
um,
cold and wet.
ugh. Are y'all gonna get more snow?
They said Sunday we're supposed to.
Oh, wait.
Yep, Sunday we're supposed to. Okay, y'all. So y'all ready to dive in? We ain't gonna hold. Look, we ain't gonna be what the pastor say. We ain't gonna be before y'all long. But
Not at all.
we just want to come on here. Right. We wanted to hop on because we missed last week because I was traveling. And my flight actually, I was at the airport. So obviously I couldn't, come on and be attentive to y'all or whatever, because I was traveling or whatever. Um, so we wanted to come on and recap and update from the very first live that we did of 2025, which was about 3 weeks ago. I think that live we did on January 6th. To those of you that missed it, you can go rewatch it, catch the replay. It was a really good live. And so we talked about manifestation and speaking life over 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So I had it in my notes, but I can't find it in my notes, but I know that I have it somewhere else. So I'm going to pull it up, and basically we wanted to make sure that y'all over there standing on business. Okay. We want to know how is it going.
Down.
Right. We want to know how is it going. Have you had any, I guess you could say, any setbacks maybe? Have you felt like some of your goals that you were working on 3 weeks ago, they're just not for you, or whatever the case may be? We just want to do a little goal update basically and see where everyone is. And I feel like this is also holding each other accountable also. So sis, you want to start off while I look for this in my phone?
Okay.
Let me see.
I'm doing what I have intended to do, and that is just increase my content presence on all platforms, not just Facebook. And I have been doing that. Something I started before even the new year. I have been going to the gym. I have been I've been doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't in a like it stage yet, but that's part of because like I said, it's the big mental thing for me. Like working out, and I just don't want to. It's a real mental thing. So
Yes.
but I've been
But I
doing
feel
it.
like that's me too. Yeah. I'm proud of you. I feel like that's how I am too. It's definitely mental for me.
Yeah, it's not that I can't. I can go in there and get on the stair climber for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes right now. It's not that I can't. I just really don't want to. That's terrible.
Right.
But that's
Right.
just the truth. I feel like
So I
I did
see
enough
Peaches
of
said,
it. Go
go
ahead,
ahead,
sis.
sis.
No. It's all right. Go
No.
ahead.
You go ahead and finish.
No. I was just
Oh,
gonna
I was
say
just
I
gonna
feel
read
like I
Peaches'
did
comment.
enough
That's
of it.
all.
I feel like I did enough of it while I was in the
Oh,
military. I shouldn't have to exercise no more.
yeah. 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 I feel you on that because they say it's very intense in the
Oh God.
military.
It is. Every 6 months you
So
have to
Peaches
pass a
said,
physical test. Every
oh
6 months.
wow. That's what we was worried about with Jayla, because she wanted to go. And my sister was like, girl, your baby, she ain't gonna be able to do that.
Will you be surprised?
Let's see. Yeah. Um, Peaches said my 2025 has been stood on. Okay. Okay, Peaches, that's good. What do you feel like
Yeah.
you could do, I guess, different or better? Let's see.
But I think it's too early really
Okay,
to
I found a
change,
note.
do anything like different or better. Cause I feel like really like, hey Blicky, how you doing?
Hey, Blicky.
I feel like like it's just starting, right? So really, I think if you just holding to it, right? Like if you just holding on to it for it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you working towards it. I think it's a little too early to really like
Right,
have
right.
made a lot of stuff. Hey, Saret
Yeah.
Neste Pop.
Hey, Saret, you saying to see a big difference, right, sis? Is what you
Yeah, like
saying?
I don't think like it may be something that I think it just depends on your stuff, but I don't know that there's really been enough time to know like if it's really a change or if you're really like committed to something yet. Cuz you know it takes 21 days to
So
change a
I'm gonna give an
habit.
right. I'm gonna give an example just for me because I 100% agree with you like that, it is too soon. So when I say change, I mean like little change. You know what I'm saying? Like what do you feel like you could do different? When I asked her that question, like do you feel there's anything you could change or you could do different? Like I said, we're not talking about big change because like you said, it is too soon. But I'm going to use me for an example. Y'all know I'm very transparent about my content creator journey. So I was on TikTok live talking to them Friday. Actually, I was waiting on my mom at the store and I was just telling them how I feel like as a creator, and I've been doing this for 3 years now. Mind you, this is I've only been full-time for a year or whatever. The first 2 years, I was just effing off, just playing, doing it on the side. I didn't start really getting serious about it until like, I would say last year is when I started getting serious and building on other platforms. So I was telling them that I feel like as a creator, and I've been doing this for 3 years, there's no reason why the type of earnings that I make on one platform, I can't make that across the board on other platforms. That's a really big challenge for me this year with my content creator journey. It was also a challenge for me last year because it was something that I was working towards, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to tell you the change that I feel I need to make from this 3-week time frame of 2025, right? I've been
Okay.
posting, I've been consistent on some platforms.
Well,
But
tell the truth.
I
Now be
also
honest
feel
with
like
yourself.
right. I also feel like, okay, Ambrielle, you're doing this and you're making this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a numbers girl. I've told y'all that before or whatever, whether it's followers, analytics, earnings, whatever, baby. I like numbers. I like to do numbers. So I'm like, okay, you're doing this and you're making this. Okay, you need to work harder and you need to show up more and do this so that you can double those earnings or so that you can even triple those earnings or whatever. So again, for me, I feel like within these 3 weeks, I have not been pushing myself to my fullest potential. I have not been showing up how I know I can show up. And especially for YouTube. I don't know, y'all. If you go look at my content over here, I really hadn't even been posting like that over here, So again, that's the change that I have saw within that little bit of, that little bit of time or whatever. That's just what I've seen, like, and what I'm telling myself, like, okay, you need to do more. You need to go harder. So, that's just sharing, want something that I've noticed for me within these 3 weeks that we've been into the new year or whatever. I'm not doing enough. And that's just,
Well, you've
me
been real
being
busy
honest.
too. You got to think about what your month has looked like. You've had funerals, you've had birthdays, you've been busy now.
Yeah. And I have, and I get that too, sis, but I feel like where I hold myself accountable is because we're gonna be busy. You know what I'm saying? But that still does not mean you put your goals to you put your dreams on hold or you put your goals on hold because you're busy. You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right about that. I have been busy, but I also have to take accountability and say too, like, okay, if you was working a 9 to 5 job, you still gotta take time off to go, you know, because you got death in the family. You still got to take time off to attend this funeral and be with your family. But guess what? That next day, your ass got to go back to work. That Monday, you got to go back to work. You know what
That's true.
I'm saying? So for me, like you said, it's a mental thing or whatever. And yeah, it's a mental thing. And I'm just trying to be more disciplined also. Like Ambrielle, just because it's content, that don't mean you do it when you want to do it. Like, you know, and that's something that I battle with, because I'm like, oh, okay, I get it done. It'll get done, you know. And so now I'm trying to, I've expressed that to you before. I'm just trying to get more on a schedule and be more disciplined and more intentional with my time or whatever. Because
You know
y'all,
what I have
the reality
started
of it
doing?
is, you only get out of.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What I was gonna say was, you no, you're fine, sis, but you only get out of something what you put into it. So if you're gonna half-ass something, that's what you're gonna get out of it. Half-ass
That's true.
results. You know what I'm saying? So this year, I just want to be more intentional. Yeah, I want to be more intentional with my channel, more intentional with building my platform and my community and all of that or whatever.
Yes. But you know, that's part of my thing with posting on multiple platforms. I have my little calendar, and I've started using the ones that allow you to schedule, like YouTube and Facebook. I finally have figured that out, like how it will help me, right? So, and what I do is, you know, you have to post so many times on each platform. So, and each one of them have a different requirement.
Yes.
So I just have a little check box. And so once I schedule or post, say 5 reels across all the platforms, then that's checked off. So I mark it off so that I hold myself accountable for making sure I get all the content out I'm supposed to get per day. So it really has worked.
I like that.
For me. That is what I have done. I have implemented that this year in 2025, and it has helped me. Thank you, Blicky, so much, because it helps me know where I've been, what I've done, and in my mind, because if it gets out of order, I get irritated real fast.
Yes.
So that is one of the things I have done for myself for scheduling, to keep my mind on task. So maybe that will help. Hey,
Yeah, I like
Letta.
that. And I feel like that's something that, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's something that I need to you know, that I could learn from you, is when it comes to scheduling and stuff like that or whatever, because that's what I was talking about on my TikTok live the other night. I'm just all over the place, and my content is all over the place, and my life all over the place, and my schedule all over the place.
No, you got the only way
Everything
to
just
check
all
all
over
of
the
that is
place.
to write it down. And because when you start
Yeah.
writing it
And I'm
down,
always
you there?
I was listening to you. I meant waiting on you, because you were saying when I start writing it down.
Oh yeah, it helped you. It's like we're writing anything else. You write it down and make it plain. It's like a vision. So it's the same thing with a schedule. If
Right.
you'll write it down, then it helps your mind to keep that. It helps keep yourself in check, so that you don't allow all of the chaos. Because what you'll do is you'll begin to eliminate stuff. You'll be like, oh, I don't got to do that, or I can do this here. Or, oh no, let me group these things
Right.
together and I can knock out all of these things at one time, because I could multitask and do those 2 or 3 things. But once you write it down and you start getting a schedule, then you start to get a sense of how things need to flow for your life to flow.
And I guess that's what I need to do. Like you said, get it in order because girl, I'm always writing stuff down.
Oh,
I
well, you
keep
can't
a
write it down
notebook.
and not go back
I
to it.
do. No. I do. So I'm more of a writing down my goals type of person. Like I'm a one thing about me, I'm gonna check some goals off the list. Like I'm gonna knock that shit out the ballpark, like get it done. But I guess it's just like I don't know. I guess like just with my scheduling, I meant my daily schedule or whatever, like just driving my kids to school and stuff like that. Like now I'm on live with y'all, but when I get off this live, I gotta immediately leave out the house, go pick my daughter up from work. So it's just like nonstop. So when it comes to my content, I have to fit it in whenever I can fit it in. So going back to what you said, the scheduling would probably be really good for me because I can just schedule my stuff out the post and be done with it.
Yep, that's what I do. I have
And know that
posts
it's
right
still getting
now
done.
scheduled out through Friday. Because I don't work Saturday and Sunday. I schedule some posts so that I stay in the algorithm, but I just get content for the next week on the weekend. So I'm already got posts scheduled out because I have so many reels I post today, so many short form, so many long form, so many actual like posts or photos. So I just check them off. And once I complete one day, I start scheduling them for the other days.
Oh, okay.
So my content
Let's
is
see.
still coming, and I'm using it when I get it, when it comes to me. I learned that.
Right.
Peach is the one, she told me one day, because I was like, man, I should have wrote that down because I be forgetting what I be thinking about. And she was like, why don't you just schedule it, sis? And I was like, I really need to figure out the scheduling thing. And so it made me figure it out and figure out how it would work for me. And it has been so beneficial in 2025. So beneficial. So you want to get to some comments before we get too far behind?
Let's see. Okay, Peaches said one of the goals. Peaches said one of the goals was to move, and so it's happened sooner. It's happening sooner than we thought. That's what I mean when I say it's been stood on. I know that's right, girl. You better talk your talk, honey. And congratulations. Congratulations. Um Peaches said, hey, my Blicky. Blicky said, I def agree. She said, shared you ladies out to a couple of groups, and we appreciate you, Blicky. Thank you, love. The Real Purple
Hey,
said, hey,
Purple.
friend. Hey. Blicky said, hey, my twin. The Real Purple said, hey, twin. Miss Letta said, hey, ladies. Hey, Miss Letta. Let's see. Blicky said, hey, Miss Letta. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, Miss Letta said, hey, my sister. What was that? Okay, go. The Real Purpose said, hey, Letta, baby. And hold on, y'all. My laptop. I'm gonna have to reboot this thing. I guess I don't use it enough. Miss Letta said, my purple. Peaches said, thank you.
You're welcome.
And the Real Purpose said, hey, Peaches boo. Let's see. And she said, who is that up there, Miss April?
Oh, that's Amber Nicole. She don't got her name up there tonight. She is filling her box. But that's Amber Nicole.
Oh, isn't it? Yeah, my laptop is giving me issues tonight. It's hating real bad. It want us to be great tonight.
Yes, but that's
said,
yes, that's Amber. Let me see. I'm gonna post her name in the chat.
Let's see. She said, "Hey." She said, "Hello." Hey. And then Peaches said, "Hey, Letta."
Letta, Purple, and Blicky are ladies I sat with on Shalay's panel. We all sit together on Shalay panel.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's why everybody's knows everybody, because these are the ladies. But yes,
Okay. So people
so
share. I was gonna just say, sis, if anybody else wanted to share your goals that you have, and it could be anything, y'all. No goal is too small or too big. To me, I feel like an accomplishment is an accomplishment. So, if you want to share a goal, this is a safe space, over here. Feel free to share your goal in the chat that you accomplish, that you have accomplished for this year. The year just got started, but baby, we standing on business 2025, okay?
yes, I know that Blicky and Purple have like what we do, not a panel, but they do a thing called Two Girls One Mic on Blicky's page, and they got they super chat and super sticker. They got in the YPP program, and they've only been on a few months. It ain't been a year. I'm not exactly sure how long it's been, but it ain't been that long.
Well, congratulations. And I like
Yes.
that name. Two
Yep,
girls,
Two
one
Girls,
mic. I
One
love
Mic.
that.
I think it's cute. But yes, yeah, so I know they reached that goal. I know that was a goal of theirs, to get where they could earn, So that's good, something they reached. So
and also April had a really good point. She was saying that even if you didn't accomplish your goal, did you like even work towards it? And also, are you going to, what did you say, sis? Are you going to continue working towards it? Or do you feel that, maybe it's something that, it's not for you or whatever. So, like I said, I felt like that was a, really good too, because I feel like you have to have some type of vision, some type of guidance, some type of order, strategies. Like, goals do not work without strategy. Like, and it's not gonna happen overnight. It happens over time, right? So you just can't say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire" or whatever, but you have no steps or no order, no guidance, no direction, no strategies. How are you gonna get there? So, that was a really good point, when she was saying that.
Yes, and part of being a good strategist and being good at logistics is being able to know when to let something go too. Like, sometimes it's just not a good fit. Sometimes, you just
talk about it.
And sometimes it's just not the season for it. That happens. And you have to know when to, if you want to try to do something, everything you want to do isn't necessarily what you should do. So sometimes you've got to know when to just say, "Oh yeah, now." And that takes a lot. A lot of us are overwhelmed because we got too much on our plate because we say yes too much.
That was me.
Even if it does help achieve our goals, like, even if some people, they just stretch themselves too thin. You can't do that.
And the thing, that's what I was doing. And you put too much on your plate, and I was doing that also, and it started to become heavy.
Yes, and then when you're doing it for people who don't reciprocate it, they don't even try to help carry nothing. you just carrying all of that stuff, you know, like Erykah Badu, you just a bag lady. You gonna hurt your back.
Yep.
You know, and you just carrying it. And the people and there's so you have to make sure that you just aren't, you have to be the priority in order to achieve what you want.
That is so true.
I feel like that. Peaches said, I will be working on posting more content and going live more. Yay.
Yay.
The Real Purple said, yes, it is shocking, but we are very grateful and couldn't do it without my April and our supports. Also, our ladies pushing us to do so.
Oh, that's what it's about, though, having that support, that community.
Yep. And right the thing is, it's not about that you can always be there or always. It's about the fact that you even, it's just being there, right? It doesn't mean that you're always able to be there. We know that we all have lives, and that's part about being an adult, a grown woman. You understand that, you know, and we do our best.
Yep, that's true.
But that same grace that we extend to others, we have to extend to ourselves too. That's why I said what I said, sis, about you being so busy. Sometimes life is just a little more chaotic than others, and you just can't get, you just can't, you know? And
yeah, that is true.
But there's also things you can put in place and things that you can plan ahead for and be prepared for what you need to do to achieve what it is you want. No goal is achieved without work.
Right.
You know, that's just like you were saying.
That is so true.
It's not just about writing them down. You can write them down all over the place. But if you don't put a plan in place to achieve it, you just wrote it down. Hey, Smitty. Hey, welcome in.
That's it. The Real Purple said that's all we can do. Peaches said that's right. Hey, Smitty. Smitty said, hey, April and Ambrielle. Hey, ladies in the chat. Happy Monday. Same to you.
Yes. How the weather where you at? But yeah,
said,
so
hey, Smitty.
You know, you have to you just have to prepare, because you never know what's going to happen. And the truth is, that's part of being an adult. Being an adult and having the excuse of, I was never taught that, I never learned that. Well, you better figure it out, because listen, no one wants to hear your excuses. That either you did or you didn't. Either you is or you ain't. You know what I'm saying? And that's really just the facts. It can sound harsh and all these things, but the truth is, nobody wants to hear the why. They just want it done. So you got to prepare yourself to be ready for whatever might come.
That is so true. What happened?
Gotta stay ready. Oh, they speak. I was looking at them comments. I got behind.
Yeah, the Real Purple said, hey, Smitty, my love.
So, sis,
let's see. And then speaking of goals, I already go ahead, sis.
No, I'm finna ask you a question. Go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, don't keep saying what you're gonna say.
No, ask me. I was just gonna share this before we move on. Because you'll forget, and I know what I'm gonna say.
See there.
forgetting. So you go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you because I
Sis,
know
go ahead.
you had posted that Jayla was your accountability gym partner. So how is that going?
Oh, it's Naya. It's
I
Naya,
mean,
girl. It's
the-
Naya. It's the baby.
oh, lie. You know, I
And
was thinking it was.
honestly, but no, let me tell you, it's actually the both of them. But the thing with Jayla, because she drives, she will just leave me. Like that's what she been doing. Because she like, girl, you playing, and she'll just leave and go work out. But with Naya, because she need a ride because she 13, she's like, I need you to take me, and I need you to come too. So, and I need you to sign us in. So with her, girl, she can't just leave me like her sister. So yeah.
I see. I like that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
do
like
too.
it.
I do too because she forced me to get up. Yeah, she forced me to get up, sis. So I was like, yeah, I like this. And we actually were gonna go tonight, but I was like, no, we gotta do our our show, me and April. So I was like, I can't go tonight, but we'll go tomorrow. So yeah. Hey Lala.
Hey, Lala. You know, I think it's important that our kids learn health ways to stay healthy so that that they know that exercise is important. Good eating habits are
Yes.
important. You ain't got to always eat healthy. It's all right to cheat sometime, but you need to understand the balance. So I think that's something that's amazing that you're doing.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to bring it up because I really did. I like the idea of that.
And it was like a domino effect, sis, because they even got up and came. And
Shut up.
my son, he'll come. My yes, honey. I guess because with the girls that like he's the only boy or whatever. So he don't really hang out with us as much. He just be at home, to himself and playing his game and stuff. But he even got up, got his basketball shoes, and he came too. So I was like, okay. So yeah. Peaches
Listen here,
said I
sis.
was
Don't be
just
doing
about to
that.
say she will forget. Girl, and be so unbothered. She, she be too unbothered too. She be like, shit, I forgot. She and don't care. That's why I was like, you go ahead because you're gonna forget. And I already knew what I wanted to share because we was talking about goals. So what I wanted to tell y'all was and just to help somebody else too or whatever, because if you've been following me for any amount of time, I love sharing knowledge. You already know that about me. I don't gatekeep. I love putting people on. I just do. It makes my heart smile. Okay. But Jayla and I left church yesterday, and I was like, Jayla, okay, you 18 now, check your credit. And so I was so excited, y'all. And my baby has a credit score of over 700. Now, y'all know I used to be in the credit industry. So a lot of times people get caught up in the score. And, just to drop a little nugget on y'all, it's not always about the score. However, that is good for a 18-year-old having a score over 700. Like it ain't gonna take her no time to be an excellent credit and have a 800. All because I added her as an authorized user when she was about 15. When she was about 15 or just about to turn 15, I added her as an authorized user to my credit cards. And that started her building credit. So now that she's 18, she just has to continue adding her own accounts, her own accounts, and keep them positive. So that was a proud mommy moment for me, y'all. And it was a goal that I achieved not only for me, but for my child, because that was not only just a goal that I was working towards for her and paving the way for her, but it's a generational curse that I broke also, because I didn't have that. When I was 18, credit jacked up. And to those of you who don't know, like there was someone who commented on my post and was like, what do you mean? Let me find her comment because I want to read it to y'all exactly. And I don't think she meant anything by it, but this is what happens when you're not educated on certain stuff and you just don't know what you don't know. But
hey, good food, positive energy.
But anyways, y'all, my phone died. So I just gotta tell y'all, and y'all can go see it's on my community wall. Right. It's on my community wall. But what the person commented was, what do you mean? How does she what do you mean her credit? She just turned 18, so she don't have bad credit. To those of you who don't know, bad credit, I mean no credit is bad credit, just FYI. So when you turn 18, you don't just jump off the porch with good credit, baby. Okay? You have to work towards good credit. And being that I didn't want my kids getting it out the mud like their mama had to, I started working on that for her when she was 15.
Well, you know, sis, I've been talking about my credit score was 352 at one point.
Yeah, and mine was not 350, but like a 4 something. So yeah.
I mean to tell you, I baby them, and I still could go get just about anything I wanted because I was active duty. See, that's what messed me up. I ain't have no teaching. But
right.
Changing that in our children is so important. Our son, Javier, that just graduated in December from college, a year ago, we bought all of our kids got a car when they were 16. But he, a year ago, went through his bank and bought a car in his name without a cosigner at 21 years old. Bought a car.
And see, once again, were you able to do that at that age, sis?
I told you I had a 352 credit score.
So again, that's a right. So that's a generational curse that you broke with your baby.
My daughter, Kyra, her and her husband signed their mortgage, and they are 20 when they were 23 years old. They're buying a home already. Now, all of our children aren't ready to buy and aren't at that stage. I don't think I'm just saying that these are the type of practices that we instilled in them and they were able to implement as adults at early ages.
Right,
I could have never. I didn't get good credit till I married BSB. Cause he got A1 Superman
and that was
credit.
The same. Right, and that's how it was with me too, sis. Even though Cliff and I aren't married, but when I started dating him, he added me to his credit cards and he started teaching me, more about credit because I just didn't know. And so I just became so intrigued with it. I wanted to learn more. So that's when I, invested, got me a mentor. And that's when I got in the credit industry or whatever. So everything that I learned from my mentor, I implemented, and paved the way for my children too. But I want to read this comment to y'all. So the person commented and they said, why would a 18-year-old have bad credit? ? They have no credit, right? So again, like I said, this is coming from someone, when I read that comment to Cliff, he was like, oh, I know her kids, they probably started out with bad credit because she don't even know that no credit is bad credit. So to anybody watching this live stream, that's bad credit. When you don't have no credit, it's the same as bad credit.
Because there's no history or proof that you will pay.
Let's see. Right. And that's something that you have to build. So with my daughter being 18, she has a credit history of almost 3 years because I put I started building it for her when she was 15 or, had just turned 15 or whatever. But she has that history of those 3 years or whatever, just from me adding her. So add y'all children to y'all credit cards, but don't just add them and not pay on time. You need to pay on time. You need to keep your credit utilization down to whatever accounts that you add them to.
And
Let's
then you
see.
got to think about the children, because you got to
Peaches said
remember in the
those
80s and 90s, people was getting stuff in their children names. You know what I'm saying?
that part.
Them children wasn't even
That part.
alive when Bell South was out, but they got a bill with Bell South.
Mhm. But they had a phone bill, right? Let's see. Lala said, "Hey, Miss Letta in purple. How you beautiful ladies? Good food." Said, "Hey, Ambrielle and April." She said, "Hey, Saret." Lala said, "Yes, awesome work, baby girl. Thank you, Lala." And that was just a proud mommy moment for me, y'all, because I just wish that I knew the things that I know now. I wish I knew them in my early 20s, or when I was turning 18 and getting ready, to be an adult. I didn't know that stuff. So stuff that I learned late, I want to teach it to my kids early. Like today, when Jayla got out of school, we applied for her own credit cards, and she got approved for them, and I told her, when the card comes, I'm going to show you how to use it. We're going to sit down, we're going to go over the numbers or whatever and show you how much you should be using, what you have to pay back, when you have to pay it back. Like, I didn't have anybody to sit me down and tell me this stuff. And am I mad at my parents? No, because they just didn't know, or my mom didn't, who was raising me. Good Food said, "That's right. I added my son on my credit when he turned 16. That is so good. We have to set them up for success." Lala said, "I wasn't taught the right way with starting early, but started with my daughters." Come on, we have to. Got to teach them what we learned late. Teach it to them early. Good Food said, "When I turned 18, I went and got me a Sprint phone and started messing mine up at the very moment. Girl, and I went to Verizon and started messing mine up. I was like, oh, I could get this, I could get that. So I'm already telling Jayla, like, not to do that. Like, don't do what I did. Don't, learn from your mama mistakes. The Real Purple said, "Hey, my Lala." Let's see. Good Food said 3 years of on-time payments. Exactly. And so now she just need to keep building positive accounts on her profile. And that's what I want to tell y'all too, just to give y'all that little nugget, because y'all know we educate and we provide resources over here also in this safe space. A lot of people get so caught up in the number, but when it comes to credit, and I did credit, so I know what I'm talking about, okay? Look, I was doing it all in people credit and stuff. Your credit profile is what matters. I have saw people that have a 700 and something credit score get denied for something, and somebody go and apply for something, and they could have a 600 and something, and they get approved over that person who had a higher score. What matters is what's on there. You have to have a healthy, strong profile. So just to throw that out there, because a lot of times we get so caught up in the number, and the number is not what matters over what you have on there. Let's see. My son was added at 16, and he's 17. He'll be 17. He's 17, will be 18 in October. Okay. So he got 2 years basically before he turned 18. So he'll have 2 years of credit history. That's good. 30% usage is the most. Yep. And I used to always tell my clients, Good Food, keeping it under 30% is good, but if you don't want to leave any points on the table, then you should keep it under 10 or whatever, anywhere between like 10, 7 and 10 or whatever. That way you're getting all those points, because the lower that you keep it, the more, the more points or whatever, and that you will add to your credit, your score or whatever. So let's see. She said, "Oh wow, okay. Yeah, my mentor taught me that about the 10. He would always say 30 is good, but 10 is key." That's exactly what those were his words. Okay, sis, it's 7:55. What else you got?
We good. We
share that last goal, and and to help somebody else or whatever. So maybe somebody, somebody else needed that information and didn't know or wasn't aware that you could do that.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
glad to
true.
see like good food. Lala saying, you know, that they've taught their kids and did it for their kids or whatever. So y'all know that it can actually be done. How long y'all been on? We came on at 7. Yep, we got on at 7.
Y'all know we mamas and it get kind of crazy this time of night over here because we start bath time at 8. So we're gonna have to kind of
Yeah.
stick to about an hour when we go live from 7 to 8 most of the time, y'all.
Yeah, and then I have to leave and go get Jayla. She texting me now talking about some I'm ready. Cause she get off of work like at 8 or 8:30. So I'm getting ready to head out and go get her or whatever. But we enjoyed y'all tonight. Thank y'all for sharing y'all goals, peaches. To everybody that engaged, you know, and tuned in. Thank you, Good Food, for coming in here. You know, we appreciate y'all. Everybody that tuned in, the Real Purple, Lala, Blicky, Saret, Peaches. We appreciate you, ladies. Smitty. Everybody that tuned in tonight. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. Miss Letta. And
Blicky.
I think that's it. Is that everybody, sis?
I think that's everybody. I'm trying to think, but
Yeah, I
think
said Blicky.
Smitty. Did you say Smitty?
Okay, yeah, I had got Blicky. Yeah, I got Smitty. So yeah,
I think
we
got it.
appreciate y'all. We really do. It was look. Yeah, sometimes less is more, you know. We love an intimate setting. I know I do, anyways, you know, so we could just talk and, you know, like really conversate and really converse with each other. So we enjoyed y'all. We hope and pray that everybody continue to stand on business, baby. Okay. That's what we doing 2025. Stand on business, set your boundaries and stand on them. Okay. And we're gonna continue to crush these goals and we're gonna continue speaking life. We're gonna continue manifesting. And
Yes.
I just
We
pray
go
for
continue.
a prosperous 2025.
Yes. In all the areas that you need to that you want to prosper in. You know, prosperity isn't just about
Right.
dollars. That's not
That's
always the
true.
answer. You have a great week too, Smitty. Good Food said, I know darn well it's just 7 now where I'm at. Well, we on the East Coast.
I know, Good Food. So you're gonna have to come on at what, 6 for us? So you gotta set your alarm for 6 on Mondays. Good Food said, "Hey, Peaches."
She said, "One y'all, I
She
don't
said,
went
"One y'all
live
gonna
this
have to go
morning."
live." I'm getting ready to go get my baby. Right, and April go in the morning or whatever. So yeah, Lala said, "Love the vibes. Hate I was late." Well, we enjoyed you, Lala, and thank you for coming in.
Yes,
Still
thank you
enjoyed
so
y'all.
much,
We really
homie.
did.
Yes.
All right, y'all. That's it, sis. You got anything else?
Yeah. No, I'm good. Smitty, one more comment. Smitty said, I listen while working. Have a great weekend, everybody. You too, Smitty. Thank you for coming through.
Yes. All right, y'all. Until next Monday, we are out.
Bye.
I know that's right.